Alright, we're about to start right now. I'm gloving up. Um, I got held up on another repair that I'm still working on the side. Not sure what's gonna happen with that. It was a repair for a laptop. We're doing a recovery attempt, but the recovery only pulled like 3 gigs of data, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Then I have to get back to the customer and see. But we're going to start working on this PS5 that just came in for HDMI port. Um, it is a little dirty, so we'll have to see, make sure that nothing comes out of it. Here we go. First things first, it is very dirty. Let's take it apart a little bit. Let's have the alcohol ready just in case. It's fine. Maybe it might not be nothing. Let's go ahead and test. Let's make sure the console turns on. Um, let's make it. Let's make sure it turns on. So we got a blue light. Okay, the console's staying on, so that's fine. We can go ahead and proceed. Taking it out, taking it apart. It's very dirty. You can't really see, but we'll get that cleaned up later. Um, right here. I was trying to get this console done ASAP, but I'm held up. I have right here in the side. I got a laptop that I'm working on, and it's been rough. I was supposed to finish it today, but unfortunately, it's one of those things where is one of those is one of those things where the situation just doesn't allow you. The situation doesn't allow you um to to actually get the job done on time, and that's just sometimes it's out of our control. It's not we want to. I normally don't charge until I'm finished with my repairs. So I want to finish the job. Of course. We could take this drive out of the way. It looks like somebody like this console has been taken apart before. Um, the warranty sticker. I think he did tell me actually. The owner did tell me. But look, there's broken pieces here. Just so you know, we have physical damage. Um, and screws missing. A lot of screws missing. So this is gonna be interesting for sure. Hopefully, it's not nothing crazy. Wow. Wow. Just wow. Half the screws are not even on here. You need your screws on here. This could cause issues later on, but there's no screws on here. But hey, uh, I have all the screws I have here are accounted for. Um, shit. And I also see screws that are just completely. I don't know. I don't know how people. Yeah, they just want to do it, get the job over quick. Yeah, I wish I'll do it. I'll do ports in 30 minutes like this for sure. 30 minutes, I'll finish a port job. If you only put 3 screws on the board, look at this. Is the clamp even gonna be on? Was the liquid metal even been done? We're probably gonna have to do the liquid metal from the looks of this for sure. Yeah, we're gonna have to do the liquid metal. Um, that's it. This is ready to come off. Just one more. Yeah, the port has been changed before. Hopefully there's no surprises because we just finished doing trace repair and it's just very time consuming. And I didn't even get the proper authorization from the previous customer to do trace repair, and it's $10 each each trace. Look, he didn't even put the screws that hold the board in place at all. But let's see. Let's see what the solder job is like. Hopefully there's nothing crazy going on there. Because these are the ones that you don't want to work on. You don't want to work on stuff that's been repaired by somebody else. Because it could be a hot mess. Hot mess. So it does need the liquid metal. It's dry right there. So I need to redo it. If I don't do the liquid metal, it's gonna overheat. Is a must. And it's an extra 20 bucks for that. I just have to. It has to be done. So let me go ahead and add that to the ticket. Um, this is all done. I'm just adding the video and everything to the ticket so it could be together. There, 0532. Is that right? Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and switch the camera to the microscope and inspect real quick what we have. Capacitor is gone. Wow. So the cap is completely gone. It's not even there. It is missing. So yeah, that's also more money. I do have to replace that capacitor. It's missing right there. Yeah. So that also needs to be done. The port, the HDMI is not gonna work without it. Um, yeah, that needs to be done. The port inside is a little bit of physical damage, so we'll just go ahead and get this fluxed up. Um, our job is to replace the port. We also need to the HDMI is not going to work without the capacitor, so that needs to be done. That's not an optional thing. So the port was put on very poorly. I could tell you that this port was put on very poorly. I'm not sure how it worked, but yeah, I could tell you it was put on very poorly. I don't like it at all. It looks like they didn't even have flux. There was no flux. And let me, is my extractor? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm not gonna be too much on the camera. I'm going to remove the port. I'm gonna try to give you a angle there, but we're just going for the port removal really quickly. It is getting late. It is past our hour, but I did tell this customer that I was gonna have it ready today. And if I could fix something and have it ready today, and I tell you it's gonna be ready today, it's gonna be ready today. If I tell you that it's gonna be ready today and I can't get it ready today, best believe it is because I just couldn't do it. It was not possible for me to get it done the same day. That's just how it is. Um, yeah, anything could get real complicated real quick, and we have no control over that. I do apologize. It does happen. So, and I'm referring to the recovery one. That's something that I wanted here. And this board did get overheated in the process of getting the port replaced before. It's very overheated. So I'm not sure if maybe someone already attempted to replace the port and failed and didn't realize that it wasn't working because of the missing capacitor. I'm not sure. I'm not taking any chances. I'm taking the port off and just redoing the whole job because I just don't like how it looks. They could be um, bridged components. So yeah, the port's already coming off fairly easily. There, we got it. We also protect it. I protect any plastic ports with this. So we got the port already. Um, so now we get the area ready for the new port. Um, and we also will grab a new port. I also have to order Xbox ports. I have no Xbox ports right now. I just ran out. Gotta order those. Have the new, yeah. This port looks fairly new. The one that just came off. Yeah, the port that just took off looks very new. It looks like it just went on there. So that port might have even worked, but let's go ahead and just get it done the proper way. But we do need to replace that cap there. There's a missing capacitor. So let's flux this up. Probably should have cleaned first, but that's fine. We'll clean after. And maybe that's not the best tip either, but it's fine. It's gonna work now for what we want to do. And basically we're just replacing all the all the solder. Okay. So now we clean up. Um, I got my capacitors right here, close by. But let's go ahead and clean up first. We're gonna clean up, get the new port ready, and then put on the capacitor. That's what we're doing. And I think there's something else missing there. Um, we'll see. I don't think so. No, it's just a capacitor. We got the other one up here, but oh no, the diode is on the other side on this board. That's what I was looking. I was looking for the diode, but no, on this slim board is on the other side. So you're good there. That's it. We should be able to take care of it for that price that we quoted you. We should be running like I would say in 20 minutes. We should be getting picture or less. In less than 20 minutes, we should be seeing image display on this console. All right. So we got everything cleaned up nicely. That's what we want. We want it nice and clean. Um, we'll go ahead and flux the area nice. Everywhere there's solder, we're gonna flux that area. And then we're also, you know, the Yeah, we can drop the the capacitor now. This thing is tiny. Can't even see this thing. Oh, here it goes. Can't even. Can't see it. Oh, a bunch of them came out, and I'm not gonna find them ever again. So, oh, there you go. That's how little it is. Tiny. And I got three of them on the table that I dropped right now, which I'm just gonna throw away because I can't have stuff that small lying around. I can't keep track of it. So we have it there. Um, we'll get the port ready now, and while we're applying heat here in this area, this capacitor will flow into place, and then we'll drop the port. We have our port right here. Let's go to it right there. We'll flex it. Okay. Oh, I have the wrong tip. So we're just pre-tinning all these right here so that it can be, so basically so it can stick well. There we go. I think that was bridge. I think there's one here bridge too. I think that's good. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. All right, so we just got to remember about the the capacitor that we need to put back into place. So we're just gonna heat up from the bottom, and while okay, it already has moved a little bit. Should technically fall back into place. I like putting it as close as possible. That should do it there. We'll see. It should move into place. And let's get the port ready as well next to us. The cap hasn't gone into place. It still needs to go a little bit more forward. I think I'm gonna tap it. There. Okay. The surface is ready for the port. Okay. Now we'll test the pins and make sure that they're solid. Um, Make sure that the cap is in place too. It's not. It's not in place. We're gonna need more heat. That sucks. It's bad for the port. Shit. The port looks like it went down solid, but did it survive the heat? Did it survive the heat? Because that's a solid port on there. I don't know about the capacitor. The capacitor, we're gonna have to get closer and take a look. That's why it's more money because now I gotta struggle with this capacitor that doesn't want to go back into place. Takes me more time. But the port looks amazing, amazing, amazing. Let's just hope that it looks good. It looks good. Maybe it did survive. Hopefully it did because that's a solid port for sure. So let's look at let me see if I can get in here and check the capacitor. Yeah, capacitor's on there. Yeah. Yep, we can clean up. That capacitor went out nice. That thing, I mean the port, that port went in solid. So we'll go ahead and clean up a bit, and basically we're gonna test now. Oh, we gotta do the liquid metal first, and then we'll test. So where we are, we're right here. I was a little. It looks big now because we're very zoomed in, but these pins are tiny. They're really small. I may it may look easy the way I did it, but that took a long time to actually master. And even knowing, you see, I still struggle a little bit. So it's hard. It's hard. But we're only 26 minutes in, and we're about to start testing, so that's not bad. Including that we had to do that port. We had to do that thing. Let's go ahead and test the pins, make sure that they're all solid before we assemble. So that if anything's loose, we do it now and not later. But let's go ahead and test. So we just get in here and we none of them are gonna move. Nope. Alright, we're good. We can do the liquid metal now. Um, where is it? Where's liquid metal? Oh, right there, making a mess on the table. Okay. Let me change the screen. There. Right, that's good. We gotta do it on the other side too. Make sure it's all even. There we go. Okay. So that's it. We're in testing phase. We're gonna assemble this and test. That is the next stage. Um, we're lucky enough that there was no screws for us to remove, so that was nice. Made the job a lot faster and easier. But that's what you got out there. That's what that makes me feel very proud of my repairs. If I had extra screws, I would have done it, but I don't have like everything's accounted for. All the screws that I have are accounted for every console this year. So I can't take screws from other consoles and put them here, because then I'm always gonna be missing a set of screw. Alright, so that's that. That's that. And we're gonna go ahead and test now. We're gonna go ahead and connect the HDMI, and we're gonna go ahead and test. So we got blue light. We'll get ahead and switch to the capture card, and there we go. This is a fix. It is ready. He can start heading this way. I'm assembling. Okay. Okay. So it's gonna reboot. It's gonna go back to the main screen, and we're gonna finish assembling. Um, Let me go ahead and update the ticket on the total right here. And let him know I'm going to mark it as ready for pickup. Oh, I put it for 149. I'm sorry. It's 139. 139. All right. So the console booted back up. Let's see. Let's just make sure that is it. Yep, that's fine. That screen is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. We'll go ahead and turn it off, and we'll put it back together. And this customer, he didn't pay for the priority service, but we got him in and out the door pretty quickly considering um, the issues he had in his console and everything like that. But it was faster than the Xbox, I'll tell you that. But we had trace repair on that Xbox. But yeah, I'm here working. Look, I still have the external drive right here. Um, doing recovery, data recovery on a computer. It hasn't been as easy as I thought it was gonna be. Data recovery is something else, a whole another animal. So there was no screws on this part of the board, and I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna actually secure the board. The board needs to be secured. I will take two screws from another board and secure his board because his board was not secured in place, and that could also mess with your connection and everything like that. It could cause stress on your power supply and HDMI port because it holds it in place. Look, look how that just went back down where it needed to go. It wasn't gonna do that without the screws there. So now you have the right screws. Um, we'll drop that back in, and then we'll put whatever was on here, which was not much. Your console's gonna be ready like in 10 minutes. Less. Mm. So let's see, we're almost done here. Let me see. So I can, yeah. Alrighty, we're just about done. We're just assembling this, and the customer's already on his way here. Everything's ready. Um, oh, this goes last. What am I doing? Just make sure the wires are not catching anywhere. That would be bad. Um, no, they're not. It's fine. If there's barely any I'm over here taking screws from my console right now, but I know this console had this screw, so hopefully it was not the wrong one, because I did find one there, but it was the wrong screw. So hopefully I didn't take one from my console. So that's all the screws they had on there previously. So let's go ahead and put the fan on. I don't think I had anything else on there either, so we'll go ahead and go here. Alrighty. So, alright, we're just gonna give it one final test after we finish assembling it. This console did take a beating, but we're glad that it's back. Um, this is the capture card. We'll go ahead and turn it on. Alrighty, so this one's done. We're gonna end the stream here. We got this one done in 40 minutes. That's awesome. Um, I'm going to end the night for now. What time is it? It is 11:30. We gotta call it a night. We're gonna call it a night. We'll continue with the laptop tomorrow. I gotta update the customer. We'll also